In a sun-drenched vineyard, nestled amongst rolling hills, lived a fox known for his cunning and sharp wit. One sweltering afternoon, as the sun beat down relentlessly, our foxy friend found himself parched and weary, his stomach rumbling with a familiar emptiness. Suddenly, his keen eyes caught sight of a magnificent sight. A vine laden with ripe, juicy grapes, hanging in plump, purple clusters, just out of reach. They looked utterly delicious, promising sweet relief from his thirst and hunger. With a surge of excitement, the fox gathered all his strength and sprang upwards, his paws outstretched, hoping to snatch a mouthful of the tempting fruit. But alas, the grapes remained stubbornly out of his grasp. Undeterred, he took a few steps back, eyeing the prize with renewed resolve. This time, he launched himself with even greater vigor, leaping higher, twisting and turning in midair. Yet, the elusive grapes continued to dangle just beyond his reach. Again and again he tried, each jump more frantic than the last. His muscles ached, his breath came in ragged gasps, and the scorching sun seemed to mock his efforts. The grapes, however, remained indifferent, swaying gently in the breeze. Finally, exhausted and utterly defeated, the fox slumped to the ground. He gazed up at the plump, purple clusters, no longer with desire, but with a growing sense of bitterness. His earlier enthusiasm had completely evaporated. Then, with a dismissive flick of his tail, he muttered to himself, "Those grapes are sour anyway. I wouldn't eat them even if they were handed to me on a silver platter." And with that, he turned and walked away, leaving the luscious grapes behind. He convinced himself that they were not worth the effort, that they were inferior, simply because he could not reach them. This timeless tale, dear friends, teaches us a profound lesson about human nature. How often do we, like the fox, dismiss something as undesirable simply because it is unattainable? It's easier to rationalize our failures by devaluing the prize, rather than admitting our limitations or the challenges involved. We call them sour grapes to protect our pride, to avoid the sting of disappointment. But true wisdom lies not in dismissing what we cannot achieve, but in understanding why we couldn't, and perhaps finding alternative paths, or accepting that some things are simply not meant for us. Or to try harder next time. So, the next time you find yourself reaching for something just out of grasp, remember the fox and his grapes. Ask yourself, are they truly sour? Or are you just making excuses? The choice and the lesson is yours to embrace. Thank you for watching.